Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this new palette by Revolution. It's from the Wild Animal collection and this palette is called Integrity. There were 3 palettes that launched in this line. They were £10 each and I just got this one because for me the other 2 were nothing special. So this one was, you know, a little bit different, so I thought I would pick this one up. I bought mine from Superdrug. You can also get it from the Revolution website. I'll link those both in the description box. I always buy mine from Superdrug just because they've got a loyalty scheme and you can do click and collect with them and it's free delivery. And for anyone that wants to know, today I'm using one of the new Revolution Pro lipsticks. This is in the shade Cashmere. So it just looks like this, and my blinding highlight today is actually by MUA. So I bought this in my Superdrug haul, which I will also link in the description box. So you just get like a variety of shades from your lightest colours to your more bronzy colours. I'm using this shade here. So it's not even like the lightest shade because I'm very fair, and I'm using this shade and it's like I've not even got that much on. It's just like amazing and it's really soft. They're really like pigmented, yeah, and this is like £10 but it's quite often on offer. I think last time I saw it was on offer it was like £6 something, and I actually bought mine for £4. It was on one of Superdrug's star buys, so definitely recommend this. So anyway, back to the palette. I'm going to be testing this out today, putting some on my eyes with you guys, and yeah, we'll give it a test out and see what our first impressions are. Okay, so I've put my base on and as usual, you're probably sick of me saying this, I'm using the Revolution Cut Crease Canvas in the shade Halo. This is like my go-to base. It just really makes eyeshadows pop and it's like £6. It's really good. So what shade shall we go into first? Okay, so at first I was a little bit stumped. I kind of didn't know which colour to go into. At first I was a little bit intrigued by this grey, to put that into the crease just as something very different. But then I think I want to like use this green as my main colour. So I don't really want to use the grey with it. So I think I'm going to go into the yellow and just put that one into the crease. Okay, so that is the yellow down. It still looks pretty bright. It's quite a nice shade. So the next one I'm going to go into is this like kind of greeny kind of colour. Is that green? Is that blue? Like a lot of people say I'm colourblind because they would say that was blue, but I would say that is blue. So anyway, I'm calling it green. Because yeah, to me that is green. Anyway, I'm going to put that shade in to the yellow now just to make it a little bit funky. Okay, so I actually just went and did like a kind of halo eye with it now, and it kind of looks a little bit ombre, like it looks like deeper here than it does here, and I think it's just because it's mixed with the yellow, but I still think it looks pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the crease in the middle so we can put something shiny on there. Okay, so this is not the best cut crease I have ever done, but it's fine because I'll tidy it up afterwards. So I'm going to go into like this shimmery pink colour here and put that on my crease. Okay, so this shadow is going on. It's going on okay, but it's taking like a lot of product to build up to get anything, you know, shimmery. There's a lot of fallout. I can see it all flying past my eyes, and this shade has actually got hard pan on it because I've had to go into it quite a few times. So yeah, the shimmers, or this shimmer in particular, will definitely need work. Okay, so this look is slowly coming together now. So what colour should we put under the eyes? Do you know what? I'm actually going to go for this blue, because I normally put like an orange under my eyes, but I'm there thinking, maybe this blue. So yeah, let's go with that one. Okay, so off camera I'm just going to go and apply some lashes. These are the Isla Vegas Nay lashes in Shining Star, I think that's what it is. Anyway, I'm just going to pop these on. I bought these from B&M Bargains and they were like £2, so I thought I would give them a go. Okay, so the eyelashes are on, and if you saw like my last video, which was the Revolution New Neutrals video, I had like a massive problem with my lashes and I couldn't get them on. I'm only showing you a tiny clip of that, but when I tried these lashes on, these went on so quickly. I think it was the band on them, like they had like a nice band that just sat on my lashes really well, whereas the last lashes I was using were Peaches and Cream and I don't think they went on as well. But these, I think they look nice and they're very comfy, went on really quickly, and they're like dead cheap as well. It's funny that in it sometimes like the cheapest products always work really well, like Primark lashes are also really good. Anyway, so we're nearly done. I'm going to put some colour on my inner corner, and because we've already used this shimmer, I'm going to use this shimmer. So I think like this is kind of like a white with like a pink kind of reflect. Yes, it is. But it looks really pretty and it's not taken that much to get on. Oh, but there is some fallout on it. But it looks pretty. Let's put a bit more on. Okay, so overall first impressions of this palette is a nice palette. Obviously, like if you've got a lot of Revolution palettes, you know, you might not need this one. Just have a look at what the colours are and whether you've got similar colours. I feel like there are a couple of unique colours, like maybe this red and this kind of turquoisey green, whatever we're going to call it. So they are really nice, and even that grey is something a little bit different, but maybe like some of the other shades you might already have them. The mattes do perform really well, and if I were to pick out of Revolutions, I do prefer their mattes over their shimmers any day. The shimmers do work, but they do take a little bit more effort. So yeah, it is a nice palette. Yeah, so good first impressions. I'm going to leave you with some swatches now, and I will see you again shortly. Bye. Okay, so I've just decided to do each row at a time, just because I'm useless at getting all the all the palette swatches on my arm. So as you can see, they've all swatched really nicely. This is the shade that I put on my lid, and it performed a lot better with my finger. This is the shade that I put on my inner corner, and then when I picked this up with my finger, it was very chunky. So that's something to bear in mind. And then everything swatched really well. Even like this black, like that was like one swipe, and look how pigmented it is. Okay, so row 2, and I feel like the metallics and the shimmers are actually outperforming the mattes, because these 1, 2, 3, 4 have all swatched really well. This orange is not swatched that great, and look at that blue. That blue looks pathetic. That's the one I put under my eye. Let me just grab the palette so you can see how dark it looks in the palette. So this is the palette, and this is the shade, and yeah, so that one's not very pigmented when it's come off on my arm. Okay, so this is the last row, and this one's not very impressive. I mean, that red looks really good. This is like the kind of greeny tealy, whatever colour we want to call it. That's the one I used on my eyes, so even though it's not swatched that well, I know that it does perform well because I have used it today. So it might be that some of these shades don't actually perform that well with finger swatches, but brushes, they actually do perform really well. I mean, that is like a, I don't know, it's not black, but it's darker than that in the pan, and that one's a bit not that good. So yeah, this is my least favourite row, but there are still some quite good ones in here.